So let's welcome to another part of learning GSAP. If you haven't watched earlier part, then make sure to watch that first because today we are diving into plugin section. And if you feel my voice is little faster, then you can just slow down my voice in the speed section of YouTube. So basically, what is plugin? I have, let's say, I have this animation, this square animation. So it is just running like normal animation, right? Animation like we used to do in using keyframes, right? That is a basic thing we have achieved using GSAP. But now what I want is when I scroll on this element, as you can see, I'm refreshing, and as you can see, my animation is not working. But if I just refresh, like if I just refresh, like let me add a duration over here because it's little too fast. So duration of, let's say, 5 seconds, right? So duration I have added for 5 seconds, and if I refresh and immediately go down, as you can see, it has been already started. What I want is when this element is in viewport, then only my GSAP animation should start. Okay, so that thing I can achieve using plugins. So GSAP I have already made many plugins, as you can see over here. They are draggable, erasable, flip, like, and so on. So for the scrolling behavior, we will use ScrollTrigger plugin. Okay, this we have already like implemented in GSAP. Like they have already given this plugin, and it is created by GSAP only. So what ScrollTrigger does is it just does exactly same as we wanted. As I scroll on and like as my element on this viewport, then only the animation should start, right? So for integrating the ScrollTrigger, what you have to do, just go on CDN.js, search for GSAP. Over here, you will find this ScrollTrigger plugin. Just copy this plugin and then paste over here like this. As you can see, like just paste it and save. Make sure the link is below this GSAP plugin. So then only it will work. Okay. And go to script.js, right? Now, like this is my normal behavior. It is already done as I have reached the viewport. What I will do is I will add scroll trigger like this, and what I will do is I will add triggerer and to green. Basically, this green is nothing but my parent element of the square. As you can see, this is the square and it is the parent element of square. Now I have just added this one line, two lines, basically 2 or 3 lines. And as you can see, if I just refresh and as I like move towards this section, then my animation is done. Okay. If I just refresh and I am like waiting for 2 to 3 seconds because I have no duration. So as I scroll, as you can see, as it is like just about to reach my viewport, then it has started. Okay. Now to customize this, what you can do is you can add start point. So what I will do is I will add start of center and bottom. Okay. So basically what it does is center of your green element and bottom of your viewport, right? Center of your green element and bottom of your viewport. Okay. Now if I just refresh and I am just scrolling about to center, as you can see, this is like started till if I have reached the center. And if I want to add a percentage, let's say I am adding 90%. So what it means, 90% of the green element. So this green element should be like covered at least 90%. And I am refreshing. As you can see, I am like 90% is hit, about like approximately 90%, and my animation is started. Now how will you visualize this? Like, okay, I am saying 90%. Okay, 90%, 90%. I will not wait like when it will come. So to make this thing more easier, ScrollTrigger has one option called as markers. Markers through. Just make this markers through, and if I just refresh, then you can see. Can you see scroller start? And if I just scroll, as you can see, start point. As it hits it, as the both point hits together, and it has been started. Okay, there is end point too, but we will just see as of now this start point. Start as it hits for start point, and it just started. Okay, if I refresh, it has hit on start point, and my animation is started. Okay, this is the basic funda. Now what you can do is you can add basically like you can add Scrub. Okay, scrub basically scrub. What it does is scrub through. Okay, I have just added this, and if I just refresh, I'm scrolling. See, as I have it, it has just tilted a little bit. As I'm scrolling, it is moving. So whatever my animation is, like let's say 360-degree rotate, so it will run like this. Okay, as I'm scrolling, it will run my animation. And for your information, if I just do end, I also have an end point, so it will be center. Okay, so as I just okay, there is some end. Okay, as you can see, this scroller end is on center, and as I move like this, as you can see, as it is hitting on the end point, it has just over. Okay, so let me explain it again. 90%, 90%. So I'm just putting my start and end at the same time. As you can see, it is started from the bottom, and it is just running, and as it hits the end point, it has stopped. Okay, so when my start point hits the start point, my animation is start. When my end point hits the end point, my animation is complete. Okay, if you remember, I have already shown you a presentation how does animation looks and how we can achieve this effect. Okay, you can achieve this effect without scroll trigger also, but it is convenient to use the plugins already made by GSAP. Okay, sorry. Now the scrub has like multiple properties. Like if I just add 2, okay, so it starts from -1, which is default, and it goes till 5. Let's add 2 over here, and if I just refresh, then you can see as my animation, can you see the transition is very smooth as compared to through. If I just do through, the transition is not that good and it is jittering too. But if I add 2, then my animation transition is little smoother. As you can see, it is little bit smoother and it looks good too. You can also add 5. That is the maximum number. Can you see it has been more smoother? But I prefer to like keep it around 2 or 1 because that is the sweet point for the scroll animation. Now you also have one more option called as spin through. What it does is I'm refreshing my like page, and as I start, okay, as I start, as it hits the start point, can you see my element has been like stuck on this place, and as it complete the end point, it is just normal. Okay, to better understand this, I will add to bottom and send bottom and bottom top, right? So if I just refresh, if you just see my element is not yet in the viewport because bottom of my screen and bottom of my green element. Okay, as my green element bottom as a, can you see the start? As I'm scrolling, my element is been pinned over here till my animation is completed. Okay, as you can see, if my animation is completed, my like the pin is also removed, right? It is kind of a, you can say, like I'm just stopping my whole element till my animation is completed. You might have seen this type of effect in many websites. We will create it too in further videos, but yeah, this is the main point of learning GSAP. Okay, you can create this type of beautiful animations using GSAP, like this scroll trigger animation, and there are many more animations. So as of now, for this video, it is like okay, I guess. If you haven't understand like anything, then please make sure to comment in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, then make sure to leave a comment that you have liked this video. And apart from that, if you have any queries, make sure to write it in the comment section. I will meet you in the next video. So stay safe and bye bye.